sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagano Lalita Shri Visakanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisavana Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sandhuvaevacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Advaita Acharya Gosai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Isopanishad ki, Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki, Jai. Hare Krishna. Continue reading from Srimad Sri Isopanishad. We are in mantra 10 yesterday. So we'll continue from there.
10, serial number 10. 9 we have completed.
Yes, I said 10. Yeah, some part of 10. Part 1 of mantra 10. That's where we
No, mantra 10, that serial number 18 methods are there. Out of 18 methods, 9 we have completed.
So we are starting from 10. Okay, thank you. So we start from 10. Okay, thank you. 10. One should not accept more than what he requires for the maintenance of the body. Means we should not be greedy. It's mantra 1. Already told us not to be greedy. Mantra 1. One should not falsely identify himself with the material covering of the gross body, nor consider as his own those who are related with his body. One should always remember that so long as he has a material body, what will happen? He must face the miseries of repeated birth, death, old age, and disease. There is no use in making plans to get rid of these miseries of the material body. The best thing is to find out the means by which one may regain his spiritual identity. That makes sense. That makes sense. One should not be attached to more than the necessities of life required for spiritual advancement. What is our necessity? What is necessity? What is our necessity?
To keep the body fit.
How? With what?
Food, prasad, and place to live.
Which quantity? What quantity? Not just prasad. What quantity? We should know the quantity. What quantity?
It depends on
Eh?
stomach.
Not the stuff.
Size of the body.
Not the size. Not the size. I've seen some people who are very tiny like me, who they eat heavy. And some people are very fat, they eat very little. I've seen many people. So not the size. What is our... Yes? What they eat.
It depends on person to person.
It depends on person to person. Okay, thank you. Yes. Not the size.
If we work very hard, then we need more energy. If
if we work hard, then we need to give.
People are putting truck the whole money tonight, they eat little. And people sit in office and controlling computer, they eat a lot. Devotees who have been in the temple at Brahmachari for years, they eat a lot. When they get married and go live outside, they eat little. Why? Why is that? They're lazy. Due to laziness, stay in the temple, eat plenty and sleep. Or at best, you sit in 3 hours class. That's laziness. But outside, they have to really work, have to move around and engage the body in doing something. So they have less time to eat. We have more time to eat in the temple. The time we join the movement, we eat only twice, morning and the evening. Not there was no rice bowl for in our time. We have no rice bowl. So we're more active, and we have also a very simple life. We are controlled. Now we stay in a temple, try the whole day. Even Sankirtan is done within the temple, not outside. So there's no struggle. So you have to eat more. It's opposite. We are doing opposite now. And you see the austerity and the sincerity devotee did in the beginning brought a lot of miracles in the movement. Now we are using our material abilities, not just sincerity and austerity. It's the material abilities we are using now. It's a deviation. One should not be attached to more than, okay, we're going. One should not be more attached to wife, children, and home than is ordained in the revealed scriptures. One should not be happy or distressed in regard to the desirables and undesirables created by the mind. One should become an unalloyed devotee of the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, and serve him with rapt attention. You should serve Krishna with rapt attention. These days you see devotees are cooking and they're talking trouble the whole time they're cooking. Is that rapt attention? They're cooking for Krishna, so-called cooking for Krishna, but they're talking throughout the time. I visited one temple one day. I've been going there for years. I ate in the temple room only once. And I was a devotee who cooked the food. The congregational members. I said, please tell them to be quiet while they are cooking. I don't know them, I don't see them, but it's in the food. You can see it in the food. The moment I told him like that, he understood. It's in the food. This Krishna consciousness is very scientific. That's why Prabhupada is very, very confident in what he gave to us. He's very confident. Stick to this process, your success is guaranteed. Prabhupada said many times, stick to the process, your success is guaranteed. Rapt attention, Prabhupada says, we should serve Krishna with rapt attention. Whatever services we do, it should be done consciously as a service of Krishna. One should develop a feeling for residing in a secluded place with a calm and quiet atmosphere, favorable for spiritual culture and thus avoid congested places where the non-devotees congregate. The last one is, one should become a scientist or philosopher and make research into spiritual knowledge, not material knowledge, recognizing that spiritual knowledge is permanent, whereas material knowledge ends with the death of the body. Here in Sri Isopanishad, the same principle is repeated. Material advancement of knowledge means actually converting a human being to the status of an ass. Some materialistic politicians, under cover of spiritual garments, do decry the present system of civilization as satanic. But unfortunately, they do not care for the culture of real knowledge, which is described in the Bhagavad Gita, and therefore they cannot change the satanic situation. In the modern setup of things, even a boy thinks himself self-sufficient and pays no respect to elderly men. Thus, due to the wrong type of education imparted by our universities, boys all over the world have become the cause of headache for the elderly people. Is it not true? Is it the children's fault or the fault of the parent?
Parent.
The parent? You sure?
What are the parents?
Okay, thank you. The problem is with the parent. The children will not do what you tell them. They will do what they see you do. When they see the parent do, they will follow that easily. What you tell them is well.
My experience in the West is that each generation rebels against their parents. So no matter what their parents are,
Yes.
I know my generation just rebelled.
Yes.
And my father told me his generation just rebelled. So where the rebellion comes from, it's the rebellious spirit that brought us into the material universe in the first place. And then we carried it. And so it could influence all of our external activities at any moment.
Yes. That is correct. So, yes. So, in other words, it is, the problem is from the children, is from the parent. Because the consciousness of the parent will draw the child to come in that family.
I understood my father's generation had gone through this worldwide great economic depression, so they rebelled.
Yes.
And they were looking for a whole different way of life.
Right.
Now, my generation saw American capitalism and starting wars and being in a Cold War with Russia, USSR, and my generation just completely rebelled and wanted a better way of life. So I think that's driving the rebellion, but they have no idea what that better way of life is.
Yes.
So they just concoct another ism.
Yes. Yes. So we have a responsibility to change that. Our children should be different. I had Srila Prabhupada say the third generation here is to be different from all of us. But when we look carefully, we don't see that also. So proper expectation is not being fulfilled.
If the world has problems, children are going to blame the parents. It's that simple. And each generation will blame the parents
Yes.
for the next set of problems.
Yes. So parampara is going on. So we should change this parampara. Teachings of Isopanishad. Now this is a spiritual revolution in our consciousness. So if we change the situation now, the next generation will be different. And that becomes the different parampara which will sustain this world, particularly the movement, the Hare Krishna movement. So we have the responsibility to do that, especially those of us who are married. Please, let us take this very seriously to change the demonic parampara. Bring children that are interested in Krishna consciousness. We should bring children which are interested in Krishna consciousness. It is our responsibility. So marriage is not an easy ashram as people think. I don't think that the household ashram is easy and cheap. I don't think so. If you think like that, we're making it material. It is called ashram, it is spiritual. It's an ashram. It is spiritual. So it should be holistic. How we live in that ashram. If you go in there thinking, oh, it's material, then you're going to produce this, the demonic parampara will continue. If you think it's spiritual, it is devotional service, then we are going to create a revolution in the parampara by bringing God-conscious children who will be very, very obedient, loyal to the parent, have respect. Therefore, Sri Isopanishad warns very strongly that the culture of nations is different from that of knowledge. The universities are, so to speak, centers of nations only. And therefore, the scientists are busy discovering lethal weapons to wipe out the existence of other countries. We spend more money in ammunition than education and for health. What kind of culture is that? Even though education is still material, but our government are spending more money in ammunition than even the so-called knowledge, and also for health. The health is so expensive. What do we think will happen if our government will use the money for ammunition to establish hospital, equip the hospital more or better? That huge money they spend there, they can use it to give us a very good hospital, Ayurvedic hospital, right? And then we'll have Murari Guptas. Millions of Murari Guptas who treat the body and treat the soul. Right? This is the Isopanishad intention, is to bring so many Murari Guptas who will not spend money for ammunition, but they will spend money for to take care of us nicely, materially and spiritually. So we should follow the teachings of Isopanishad very nicely. Therefore, there is animosity not only in the social and political field, but in the field of religion as well. The same Kavja Prabhu was saying this morning, quoting to Bhakti Thakur. I always appreciate Bhakti Thakur for that. If all of us follow his principle, no one will fight with each other in the name of religion. He said, why are you disturbed that someone is worshiping your Krishna in a different way? See how he put it so beautiful. Why? He didn't say worshiping God. He said, your Krishna, someone is worshiping him in a different way. Why we don't appreciate that? That my Krishna is so magnanimous, so kind, that he attracts everybody. That many people are worshiping in a different way, but the same him they're worshiping. And appreciate that. And say we are fighting. Because we don't know what's a religion. And that's a big problem. Many people in this world think that religion is an end. People don't know that religion is a means to get to the end. It is not the end, it's the means. A vehicle is not the destination. A vehicle is to take you to the destination. And we have seen with practical experience, so many vehicles will never make it to the destination. Because they are sick. So many religious organizations cannot make it. Because they are given different services to do. Some are religious reformers. They cannot take you to Godhead. But they can make the ground. So many people are thinking that it's just the end. And therefore we start fighting. Mine is better than yours, and you're going to agree with that? No. It's not only me who has false ego. You also have false ego. So ego will clash. When I say I'm better than you, you're going to, no, I'm better than you. They will fight. Because I'm not going to agree, you're not going to agree. We'll fight. And people put it very nicely this way. It's very good point you put it. My religion is better than you. It's not just the religion we're following, it is me who is better than you. So if you don't join me, you are my enemy. It is foolishness. We're living together, in the same house for years. One day, I just think I have right to kill you, or you have right to kill me, because you're not following my religion. What right do I have, or do you have, to do that? Krishna is making a mistake that allows so many religious faiths. It's a mistake from Krishna. So why do we think that we are better than God? What makes us to think that we are better than Krishna? It's not the religion, it is our ego. Prabhupada put it, the second culture Prabhupada put it this way. I like it. It makes sense to me. I'm better than you. You're going to see you're better than me. And then we fight. But if we appreciate, oh, you're worshiping God. Oh, great, thank you. Thank you. Will there be any fight? No. I appreciate you appreciate me. We'll be friends. They will support each other. The fighting cannot encourage anyone to do anything wonderful. This is animalistic mentality. Our Sputnik drivers are very proud of the achievement, but they do not look to the supreme driver of this greater, more gigantic Sputniks called the planet. We shall create, we small creatures, as the infinitesimal parts and parcel of the Supreme Lord, are trying to dominate this unlimited planet by repeated birth and death, but are generally frustrated by old age and disease. This span of human life is scheduled for about 100 years. How many people get to 100 years at this time? How many people get to there? 100 years. And if you get to 100 years, is it good or punishment? Punishment. All your children that will not answer you when you call them. They are tired of your call for the whole day. They will not be there. And your body also is a problem. You cannot eat what you want to eat. You can't sleep when you want to sleep. Everything is dismantled or disorganized. So there's no guarantee. Although it is gradually decreasing to the limit of 20 or 30 years of life. That's true. Thanks to the culture of nascent education. Befooled men have created their own nationalisms within this planet in order to grasp at sense gratification, sense enjoyment for these few 20 or 30 years. All of us are living now on the borrowed time. All of us, especially above 50, borrowed time. They finish. Very close to cremation. We're very close to cremation. Such foolish people are drawing up various plans to make it some demarked portion of earth as perfect as possible, which is ultimately ridiculous. Why ridiculous? There was a very big foolish man. He was constructing a big hospital. His intention was, after he finished the hospital, nobody would die again. He would be able to cure everybody. But he died before he completed the hospital. So Prabhupada says, so all those fancy food, it's ridiculous. Wasting our time for nothing. So Isopanishad is helping us to keep us close to Krishna. So we don't waste our time for nothing. Let us spend our time for Krishna, in Krishna consciousness. Sri Isopanishad warns of this faulty mode of education. And the Bhagavad Gita gives instructions as to the development of real knowledge. In this mantra, there is a hint that the instruction of Vidya, knowledge, must be gained from, right? We should approach the Dhira, Srila Prabhupada. Dhira means what?
Bhakti, Dhira, Damodara.
No. Prabhupada ki jai. Undisturbed. Prabhupada is undisturbed. So Prabhupada is undisturbed. In Bombay, I had once in Bombay, one of his disciples brought a very disturbing situation. Something happened in the temple. So he brought to meet Srila Prabhupada. And he was just a time close to the Bhagavad Gita class in the evening. Prabhupada looked at it and he kept it down. He didn't talk about it. The devotee was very worried because it's a serious problem. Prabhupada just kept it as if nothing, just kept it down. And he went down to the temple room and gave Bhagavad Gita class. Nothing, no difference, completely composed as ever. The devotee was worried. This is a serious problem like this. Should be given first attention. And Prabhupada didn't talk about it. If it is nothing. For him, it is nothing. For us, agitation, worried. Dhira, undisturbed. Bhagavad Gita finished, he attended to members, he came back. It is when he's about to take it, he's taking his massage. Then he took back the letter and looked at it and called the devotee. And just in a few minutes, just detected what he should do, solve the problem very easily. Dhira, undisturbed. It's a Dhira. So we should approach a Dhira, not Adhira. Adhira will complicate the issue. Why do people complain that their faith was destroyed. Why? Why people complain? Destroyed my faith. It's very difficult for me to believe in anyone else. What is the reason for that?
We are basically impatient people. They don't have a patience to wait for that.
You're impatient. Destroy my faith in Krishna consciousness. So now it's difficult for me to accept any one of you here. I don't have faith in any one of you again because my faith has been destroyed. What is the reason for that? Yes. You get my question?
Yes.
Thank you.
They have been exploited or cheated.
They have been exploited. They were cheated. Okay, I'm repeating it. Okay.
They have been exploited or cheated by someone.
They have been exploited and cheated. Thank you. Why our faith destroyed? Our faith. We have faith. We have been. No.
Not met our expectation.
Okay, our expectations were not met. Okay. My faith in Krishna consciousness is destroyed. Now, I find it difficult to accept, to believe in anyone again. Yes, brother.
I would say that if faith is disturbed, it's always related to the bodily concept of life. Misunderstanding the body for the self.
Good.
Then whatever happens, whether it's to your body, your family bodies, other people's bodies, if you're so disturbed, then that affects your faith. That's because of the illusion of Maya.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Say what you want to say. Contribute.
Maybe judged somebody too quickly and then tried to find faults in them and then come to the conclusion too soon that they're not doing the right thing. So your faith gets...
Okay, very good. Very good.
Because one being mostly sense gratification doing and more attachment with the material things.
Very good.
That's the reason I think it is not common.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
People want to achieve short-term goal without giving proper time to the devotional service.
Okay, we are hasty.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Just a minute. No, finish.
Impatience clearly affects people's faith.
Yes. Yes, very good. Yes, Prabhu wants. The same? Yeah, go ahead.
When I see that when I see that people are very selfish, they're only concerned for themselves, but they're not concerned at all about me.
Yes.
But they show that they are concerned, but actually I see that they are more interested in their own selfish motives.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Thank you.
Maharaj, my thinking is that when we have too much desire and not properly surrendered to Krishna, so our faith is easily taken when somebody says something.
Very good. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Nathe vidu swadagatim hi Vishnu. You don't know that your self-interest lies in Vishnu. And one more thing you observed is, if you go outside, you don't expect things are perfect. Things are not perfect in the outside world also. But as soon as you come to ISKCON, you want everything to be perfect. So
Okay. And
this
then
is also another organization like
so if you don't get it, then our faith is affected. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. In addition to in addition to what was said, we have approached Dhira. We have accepted Dhira as Dhira. Therefore, all these problems are coming in because we made a mistake to accept Dhira as Dhira. A person who is disturbed is going to disturb you when you go to meet him or her. Undisturbed person will take you out from your disturbance. So we should approach a Dhira, Prabhupada said here. We should approach a Dhira, not a Dhira. The Dhiras are those who have come to know all these facts by hearing of them from superior authorities, and who have realized them by following the regulative principles. That is how we become Dhiras also. By hearing and following the Dhiras, we become also Dhiras. No one can be undisturbed unless and until he has perfect spiritual realization. But when he is perfectly spiritually realized, he has no more hankering for anything acquired, nor does he lament for anything lost. Such a Dhira has realized that the material body and mind which he has acquired by chance material association are foreign element, and therefore he simply makes the best use of a bad bargain. One can become a Dhira only by such submissive hearing from the personality of Godhead. The perfect disciple must be like Arjuna, and the spiritual master must be as good as the Lord himself, Krishna. Dhira. Krishna was able to remove Arjuna from disturbance because he's Dhira. So he made Arjuna also Dhira. See, if we approach a Dhira, it will increase our problem. So, oh, my faith is destroyed. I thought it's a pure devotee. Now I have discovered it's not. It's our mistake. So we should be careful to check who is a Dhira and who is not a Dhira. Arjuna didn't make mistake. He approached a perfect personality of Godhead Krishna, and the problem was solved. These are the processes of learning Vidya, knowledge, from the Dhira, the undisturbed. A Dhira, one who has not undergone the training of a Dhira, cannot be an instructive leader. Modern politicians who pose themselves as Dhiras are themselves Dhiras. One cannot expect perfect knowledge from them. We made a mistake by approaching a Dhira as Dhira. Therefore, our faith is destroyed. Let us approach the Dhira. They are busy with their own remuneration in dollars and pounds. How can they lead the mass of people to the right path of self-realization? One must hear submissively from the Dhira in order to get actual education in life. So the Prabhupada ki jai. Perfect. All right. So we move to mantra 11. Let's go to mantra 11. Mantra 11. All right. So will you learn here? Let's chant the mantra together. Vidyam cha vidyam cha yas tat vedo bhayam saha avidyaya mrityum titram vidya mritam ashnute.
Only one who can learn the process of nishayans and that of transcendental knowledge side by side can transcend the influence of repeated birth and death and enjoy the full blessings of immortality.
Oh, great. So how do we understand this? Relativity of material and spiritual knowledge. In other words, you should have a balanced life. Right? We should have a balanced life. Balance. You have a scale. The scale is accurate. So you will not be cheated, you will not cheat the seller. The buyer and the seller will not cheat each other. If the scale is balanced. Balance. We should balance our lives. We should make a clear designation between what is healthy and what is unhealthy. It is our responsibility to do that. We should make a clear distinction between what is healthy and what is unhealthy. We should have balance. Balance. Mantra 11 describes how one must know the relative positions of material and spiritual knowledge to transcend the material energy and attain deathlessness. Vidyam cha vidyam chayas. So you must know two things. What is Maya and what is Krishna? Then your knowledge is perfect. This is a lecture Prabhupada gave in Los Angeles, 1970. It's quoted from his proper lecture. So you must know two things. What is Maya and what is Krishna? Then your knowledge is perfect. Transcending birth and death. The solution and the problem. And the role of Vidya and Avidya in this problem. Let's go into it. Problem. Everyone has been trying to do what? Attain permanent life. Why? Huh? No one wants to die. No. Does anyone want old age or disease? Why we don't want to die? Why we don't want to die?
Want to enjoy living long.
For sense gratification.
Sense gratification.
Unlimited desires.
Unlimited desires.
Because this is our nature of our soul.
And the nature of the soul. Thank you. Thank you. Why we don't want to die? Why? Everyone is afraid dead. Who wants Yamaraj to come for his birthday?
Why do you not want to die? Because it's unnatural.
Yes. Yes.
We are eternal, so who would
Yes.
want it? The whole concept of dying is unnatural.
Yes. Death is not natural. But deathlessness is natural for the soul. So that's why we don't want it. We are eternal beings. That's also the reason why we cannot enjoy matter, because we are not material. How can we be satisfied? Probably get an example, a fish out of water. You can give him a position as a Brahma. He will enjoy. Get a fish out of the water and give him the Brahma position. He will be happy? He will enjoy? No. Because, why? That is not our natural habitat. That is not. We are in the wrong environment. We are trying to find. One day my spiritual master chastised me. So you are a fool. Oh, okay. Why? You are in a house that is on fire, and you are trying to look for one room and sleep peacefully inside. The fire is in the building. Any room you select to sleep in, what will happen? The fire will get eventually. So it's foolishness. This is what we're doing. So it makes sense to me when you say that. It makes sense. Try to get out of the house. That's all. Just get out. So we should get out of this material world and go to the deathless place. Bhagavad 820. What is that? Bhagavad 820? What is 820? Bhagavad 820. Who remembers it? 820, chapter 8, verse 20.
There is another unmanifest nature, which is eternal, and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter.
Yes.
It is supreme and is never annihilated. Where all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is.
Haribol. That is where we should go, not here. There are some of us, Christian. I had a Christian background, so God is coming. God is coming to make this place paradise for us. So you don't need to worry yourself to go there. He's bringing the kingdom of God is coming down here. So you don't need to worry yourself to go anywhere. Just stay here. That's foolishness. But Gita did not agree to that. There is another place different from this place. And Bhagavatam said, Nirasta kuhakam satam param dimohi. Nirasta kuhakam. What is happening here is 100% absent there. What is happening here? Everything that you see here is 100% absent there. 100% absent. Death is not there. Birth, disease, old age is not there. 100% zero. What is there is eternity. And that is our home. Yes. Can advancement of material knowledge solve it? Can it be solved? Why? Why you cannot solve it?
Example is given, discovery of nuclear bomb.
The example itself given there, discovery of nuclear bombs.
That will solve the problem.
No, it will not solve the problem.
if we throw bomb in our head now, we become pure devotee and go back to Godhead. Just go back to Godhead. Let the bomb blast on our head. Die. Back to Godhead. No, it will never solve the problem. We are simply accelerating the problem. So, we can never solve the material problem with material solutions. It's not possible. Material problems can be solved only by spiritual solutions. That's all. Yes. What's the example? Here in Kasipu. So now what is the solution? Solution is given by Krishna, not by Hiranyakasipu. Or Ravana. Ravana wanted to transport everybody back to the heavenly water qualification. He succeeded? No. If Ravana cannot succeed, who else can do it? Who can do it? Ravana is a perfect scientist than what our so-called scientists. Ravana. He constructed a tunnel from Lanka to Brazil and collected all the golds from there. In Minas Gerais in Brazil. Minas Gerais. It's a city of gold. Ravana collected all of them and used to develop his Lanka, and especially the Soka garden. Hanuman destroyed it. that is how it goes. All material things will go in that way. I will destroy you today by thinking I'm very intelligent. Tomorrow another person will also have more intelligence and destroy me. So this is what is going on in the material world. Power tussle. It's always there. So that is not the solution. The solution cannot come from Hiranyakasipu. It is only from Krishna. Krishna gives Vedic scriptures to do what? To remind the forgetful living entity about our eternality and the spiritual world. Krishna gave this. This is the solution. Not from our scientists. Our scientists cannot help us. Our politicians cannot help us. Our philosophers cannot help us. These three people, they cannot help us. They are very dangerous people, according to Prabhupada. They are dangerous. Did you see it? You see Isopanishad, net of instruction? Did you see that? Prabhupada said that? Did you remember is there? I have forgotten. See, net of instruction. Politicians, philosophers, and scientists. Dangerous. Yes. Purpose is also Krishna sends reminders always. Is Krishna doing that? Is Krishna constantly reminding us? Yes. Old age means what? Old age. What does it signify? Get ready to depart. But we don't hear. We don't hear when Krishna gives the arthritis and joint pain. Means what? Get ready. We can take all kinds of medicine, but everything will go in the way it will go to the end. Yes, Papa.
Just an observation that all the great religions of the world are completely misleading
Exactly.
the members of their religion.
Yes.
They're painting a picture that heaven will be a place where nothing will interrupt sense gratification.
Yes.
That's their concept.
Yes.
This place interrupts your sense gratification.
Yes.
You go to heaven, you'll have unlimited sense gratification. That's what the religions are teaching.
Yes. Very dangerous.
But that's the goal of life.
Yes.
And you can have it forever.
Yes. Very dangerous.
Madness.
Very, very dangerous. In Islam, if you kill a sadhu, you go to a paradise, and there you have how many? No, 72 beautiful wives. Just for you alone. Just for you alone. So when one hears this kind of philosophy, and I'm struggling to have a 1 square meal properly, what do you think I will do? Kill a sadhu and go to paradise and enjoy instead of staying here on the sofa. Dangerous philosophy. In the Bible, you will die once. After dead, so no more. Finish. So whatever I do now, when you die, finish. It's not dangerous philosophy. I'm not accountable for what I do. When you die, it's finished. So the Prophet was surprised to hear this from Professor Kotowski. Swamiji, when you die, everything is finished. Professor, what? You a professor? You are talking like this? When you die, it's finished. Everything is finished. But what is that finish? What is that which is finished? Eh? What is that is finished? They do not know. They do not know. If they know, they cannot say it's finished. Can a spirit soul be finished? Eh? A spirit soul can be finished? No. So they don't know what is that is finished. They're talking about it's finished. But what is finished? They don't have idea. So Isopanishad is teaching us this. It is not finished. It is not finished. We are not finished. So it's dangerous philosophy. We shouldn't listen to this dangerous philosophy. Let us hear from the Dhiras. Let us hear from the Dhiras. Not from Madhiras. You hear from Madhira, you commit a lot of offenses and mistakes and increase our sufferings. Hear from the Dhiras. He will teach us the truth. Krishna sent bona fide servant. He comes himself. Miseries of this material world indirectly remind us. So many things Krishna used to remind us. Yes. Any question? Should continue? Should continue? Yes. All right. Thank you. Sri Isopanishad instructs us not to make one-sided attempts to win the struggle for existence. Means what? Should have balanced life. Should have a balanced life. Everyone is struggling hard for existence, but the law of material nature is so hard and fast that it does not allow any to surpass it. In order to have permanent life, one must be prepared to go back to Godhead. Not here. Not here. We should not waste our time here. Anyone who tells us that God is coming to make this place permanent, run away from that person as fast as you can. Fast. Yes. All living beings are His beloved sons, His parts and parcels. And therefore God is more sorry than we ourselves are for the sufferings which we are constantly undergoing in the material condition. The miseries of the material world are also indirect reminders of our incompatibility with dead matter. And intelligent living entities generally take note of these reminders. And side by side engage themselves in the culture of Vidya, or transcendental knowledge. Human life is the best opportunity for the culture of spiritual knowledge. And the human being who does not take advantage of this opportunity in human life is called Naradama, or the lowest of human beings. Naradama. Lowest of human beings. What a clear instruction. Is it clear? It's a clear instruction. It's given directly. No mistake. No fault. Properly explain everything very scientifically. The beauty of our philosophy is that you can see it. You just look around the world, you see everything clearly. So it's not just a theoretical thing. We can see everything practically happening. The culture of Vidya, the culture of Vidya or transcendental knowledge is essential for the human being. Unrestricted sense enjoyment in the diseased material condition of the senses must be restricted as far as possible. Sense control for Dhiras. The part for the Dhiras. Sense control. Sense control. Sense control. We should learn how to control the senses every day. Controlling the senses. It's activity we should do every day. Every day. Every day. How many of us attend Mangolati this morning? Thank you. Thank you. Mangal Arati. Were they? Were they?
I stopped because I had urine infection in my body. No, I don't know because the body.
So go every day. Whatever happened to the body is not happening to the soul. If you don't practice, how will it become manifest? We should practice. Then perfection comes. If you don't practice, no. Yes, let us increase our goodness, which Prabhupada has established us on. We should increase it every day. Yes, increase our fortune. A mode of goodness. Yes. Every living being in his original spiritual form has all the senses which are now material, covered by the body and the mind. Activities of the material senses are perverted reflections of spiritual pastimes. The engagement of the spirit soul under the material covering is a diseased condition of the soul. And real sense enjoyment is possible when the disease is recovered, is removed. In our pure spiritual form, freed from all material contamination, pure enjoyment of the senses is possible. You dance with Krishna every day, assisting in tending the cows in the forest, and taking wonderful preparations made by Mother Yashoda. What can be prepared to that? Can be compared to that? What can be compared to that? That's life. That is life. Not these chemical chapatis you are eating. Yeah, chapati I think is chemicals, not chapati, chemicals. Not natural. Not natural. It is there. Excellent. Let's go there. Not stay here. Advaita Acharya cried to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please come. See, the situation is terrible. Please come and do something. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Advaita Acharya's voice was so loud that he woke me from my sleep. I was sleeping peacefully. He woke me up from his sleep. I came. Now he has left me to go and stay at Santipur because he's angry with me. He's angry with me. He called me to come here. Now he's angry with me. And you, Sriva, you're also sitting here praying to the Singadev. What nonsense is this? Both of you called me. I came. And see what you are doing. You are here praying on the singer day. Adwaita had left me to go and say Santico. What is this? If you know you have the singer day to pray to, what did you call me? Huh? Why? Why do you call me to come here? Stop this nonsense. No. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't do that again. So let us appreciate Adwaita Charya for what he did by bringing Lord Chaitanya here for us. We should appreciate that. He did. We should take advantage of practicing controlling the senses. He's standing there. Let us go and see him every day and pray this will help us. Let him help us. You should pray. You should pray. That's why they are standing there. They are waiting for us. Chaitanya who is opening his hand. What is that? What does that mean? Chaitanya, is it how you're standing? What is it? What is the meaning? All of you come! Come here!
Let me hug you.
Yes, come here! That's what he's doing. So let's go to them. Let them help us. Go every day to tell them, please help me. You came here for this. Please make it happen in my life. Please make it happen. This is what you came for. To deliver wretched people. Please help me. Let us tell them. They will do it for us. If you don't go there, then what is the use of their coming? So go and tell them to help us. So pure sense enjoyment is available, but not here. It's in the spiritual world. And not here. So we should not waste our time here. Let us go there. That is where it is. Are we not tired of this place? Are we not tired? Every day the same thing, suffering and smiling. Is not the same thing? Suffering and smiling. These are the two things we get here, suffering and smiling. Anything else? No? That's the only thing we get here. Yeah. One day our teeth is out, the next moment our teeth is up close. That's all. Let's leave this place and go there. And the process is given here. It's a process given to us. Aggravating the material disease is no sign of knowledge. It is a sign of culturing avidya, ignorance. The degree of a fever must not be increased from 105 to 107 for good health. The degree is to be reduced to the normal state of 98.6. That should be the aim of human life. The modern trend of material civilization is to increase the degree of the feverish material condition, which has therefore reached the point of 107 in the form of atomic energy, with the foolish politician crying that at any moment the world may go to hell. Why not? Why not? We are causing it to go to hell. So why should we cry? Why should we cry? We cause it. When the problem comes, the reaction comes, we are crying. We should not cry, we should force it. We should enjoy it. When we are gratifying the senses, how do we call it? When we are gratifying the senses, how do we call it? How do you call it? Enjoyment. Thank you. It's enjoyment. Then when we suffer the reaction of that so-called enjoyment, how do we call it? Suffering. So why should we cry? We call for it. So as we enjoy this gratification, we should also enjoy the suffering. No complaint. Human civilization, human activities diseased by a temperament of sense gratification have been regulated in the Vedas under the principles of salvation. This system is found in 4 divisions: religion, economic development, sense gratification, and salvation. At the present moment, the people have no interest in either of religion or salvation. They have only one aim in life: sense gratification. And in order to fulfill this end, they have different plans for economic development. It's all nonsense, because whatever we make here, it will take us to frustration, not more. Be prepared to go back to Godhead, and we should study the scriptures very nicely every day. Yes, it is a part of avidya. It is a part of repeated birth and death, advancements of material knowledge for sense gratification. Why people pursue it? Enamored with the beauty of the illusory energy, they undergo the same misery repeatedly and do not learn any lessons from the laws of nature. The result increases the disease of material fever. Does not reduce it. Simply increases. Why is avidya required then? The culture of spiritual knowledge necessitates the help of the body and mind. Therefore, maintenance of the body and mind is required if we are to reach our goal. The normal temperature should be maintained at 98.6 degrees. And the great sages and saints of India have attempted to do this by a balanced program of spiritual and material knowledge. Yes. Okay, let me leave it there. Is it not? Avidya. Religiousness, economic development, and sense gratification without the aim of attaining devotional service to the Lord are all different forms of nations, as will be shown hereafter in Isopanishad. Thus, to culture Vidya, especially in this age, one must always hear and chant and worship with concentrated attention, targeted on the personality of Godhead, who is the Lord of the Transcendentalists. All right? Hare Krishna. Can we take break? Huh? Need break? Okay. Thank you. We'll continue from 12. After this. I will leave this here. Yeah, let me leave it. So you can say it. Okay.